Hello, this is Gio. Hey, if you've seen some of my other videos in the past, you may have discovered that I'm a bit of a nerd. And look at what we have here. We have the Warner Brothers Gallery Collector's Edition plate. Now, I'm totally into comics, and this plate represents one of my favorite comics. And I'll show you what it is. And there you go. This is a Harley Quinn collector's plate. Actually numbered, I think it is number 135 out of 2050. And this is not just Harley Quinn, this is from the original animated series where she was originally introduced. So I've been looking for this particular plate for a while. And so, what do you do with a collector's plate? Well, you display it. Now, there's a couple of ways you could display collector's plate. There are stands you can purchase that you can just kind of put it on a table or a shelf, etc. But what I want to do is I want to display this on a wall. And so how do you display a collector's plate on a wall? And what else? With a plate hanger. And this particular plate hanger is from ProSource, but they all basically look like this. And so this is what pretty much came with this package. Now this was only a few bucks. You can actually buy these for even $1. But the reason I bought this one is one, because it has little rubber coverings for the hooks. This actually is what hooks onto the plate. And then this kind of stretches out like this. It also comes, although I didn't need it, it also comes with a little hook for the wall. You can just hammer it in, and then once you install this on the plate, it just kind of hooks up like this and just hangs and displays. Now this is not the only brand, the ProSource is not the only brand hook you can buy. You can get more expensive or cheaper. Again, this one probably costs $3 or $4, but you can get them for $1. But again, you want to try to protect the plates with some kind of rubberized hook. A lot of them don't come with this, but if they don't, you might be able to just get away with, these are little shrink tubes for electric wiring, and they do come in clear, so you could put them on the hook and shrink it down, and that will help protect the plate. I've also seen people put like heat glue, those little heat guns that you eject glue, and that can dry and form a little protective coating. But I do recommend these little, some kind of plastic protectors for the hooks, because when these connect to the plate, it could scratch the plate. And when you purchase these hangers, you want to purchase the right size. Now this one is designed for 8 inches to 11 inches, and all I did was take a tape measure and I measured straight across, and this is about between 10 to 10.5 inches, so this particular hanger will work fine. If you get one too big, the spring will be too loose and there would be a risk of the plate falling out of it. If it's too tight, you can break the spring or damage the plate because there's too much tension on the spring. Okay, so how do you install the hanger to your plate? First, you just want to turn your plate around carefully so it's not damaged. And then, you just want to take the top hooks, they're interchangeable. There's not really a top or bottom, but just one side. And again, you want the rubberized protection, and you just want to make sure that it's straight, and you want to put the top hooks up on top of the plate. So again, some plates, can be displayed many different ways, but this one is displayed with the top here, bottom here, and so you just want to be aware there's some printing back here which makes it easier, and so you just want to loosely attach it like this. And then you want to just securely take the bottom part, kind of hold it like this, and there'll be a fair amount of tension, so you're going to be pulling at it, and so you're going to pull it till it hooks to the bottom just like that. Now you may need to readjust a little bit. I wouldn't recommend dragging these. I would lift up, take the tension off, and move it until it's centered correctly, like that. Maybe I'll move the top one a little bit, and that looks good. So if you're concerned about the wire here rubbing against this little ridge here, or even sometimes, depending on the size you purchase, the spring actually touches this little rim. Well, you could add a little bit of painter's tape. I wouldn't recommend necessarily putting it on the plate itself, but you could definitely take a little bit of tape, and with the sticky side toward the wire, you could put the tape under the wire like that and kind of wrap it around, and that will help protect the plate from rubbing from this wire. And then after you install your wall hook on your wall, the hook will just hook onto this little bit of wire here, just like that, and it will hold securely like that. Now again, if you're concerned with this hook rubbing against the plate, again, you could always add a little bit of painter's tape right here to help protect the plate. Well, I'm really happy. I finally got my Harley Quinn animated series plate, and I get to display it nicely on the wall with my new plate hanger, just like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button at the bottom of the screen, and even consider subscribing to my channel. I have many more videos to come. Bye-bye.